Let me go back a little bit to valuations. You came up with something that is very important. The entrepreneurs, they don't see the valuation of the company. It's kind of in the back. They don't even care, and they grow the company, and then one day they're tired or something happened, and they just sell it. So whenever you show them the valuation, how that changed their mindset, and why it's so important to really understand your valuation and how to do strategy-based evaluation. Why is that so important?
So firstly, most companies think their business is worth more than what it really is. Because everyone thinks, my business is worth this. And then you say to them, well, let's look at your numbers and let's do a real high-level valuation, an indicative value. And then you start to prove it to them that your company from a high level is not that valuable. Then the CEO is listening. Then you say to the CEO, can I show you how to improve it? It doesn't happen overnight. Verne Harnish, in the book Scaling Up, says there are 4 decisions you need to master. We need to get a team of A players, a strategy that's differentiated. We know how to execute, eliminating leaky buckets, and then profit, cash, and value have to become the cornerstone of your thinking. So it's all 4 decisions that will impact your valuation.
But what happens when the CEO understands the valuation, how their mindset changes on how they run their company, now that they realize their company is worth less than what they thought, and now they have this game and this kind of mindset to grow their valuation? What changes in the company, and what changes on the decision taking to get to grow the valuation?
It's fear. Most companies, when you show them the correct diagnosis and you show them where they could go if the company was running in color code green. So when you go to London and you get on the train or the underground, at every train stop, they say to you, mind the gap.
Correct.
What I say to every single company, let's look at your revenue, your margins, your profit, your working capital days, and see the gap you need to solve to get to your target or to get to your budget. And then you run your business in solving mind the gap. What does success look like? What do we need to achieve every year to running color code green? And it's that consistent repeat, repeat, repeat. You go down the journey of financial visibility, everyone understanding the story, and then running your numbers, and you force success. One of the first things when I go into companies, I say to them, this is what we have to achieve. If you know your revenue, you know your margins, and you know the profit you want to get, the missing gap is your overheads. Tell me how we're going to run the business like this. And then you start to show them, what does cash look like? Daniel, about 30 or 40% of companies I see, volume is detrimental to cash. They're growing broke. Every dollar they sell, they produce a margin, and then they think we need to grow volume. What they don't realize is that chapter 2 working capital is saying, don't you realize I need to fund you, margin? I'm stealing money away from you. About 30 or 40% of companies I see, chapter 2 is bigger than chapter 1, volumes detrimental to cash. And the salespeople then go and say, you know what? If we discount, we can even sell more. So people are making decisions without understanding the impact. Over and over again, I'm saying to you, if everyone in your company understands the power of 1 and understands what the 1% changes, it's the repetition of these little changes that will get you your profit, your cash, and your valuation target.